I want you to imagine you're competing against another business owner for the same market, the same niche. Would you want him to be eating McDonald's or a Mediterranean diet? Who do you think would be more productive? Who do you think would make better decisions, make more money? Like, who do you think would have a better physique, right? It's pretty simple. So I used to eat like healthy, but it was still crap. I just didn't really realize it. I would still feel really sluggish afterwards, even though, I was eating single ingredient foods, but it was like rice and stuff like that. So I didn't really feel very clear after I would eat it. It matters also like the amount of food, the timing as well. After changing these things, I feel much better and much more clear and mentally focused throughout the day. So you need it for productivity. You need it for emotional regulation if you're in like meetings or making decisions, so your emotions are not like flying around screaming with you. You need it for sleep, so you have better, like more consistent energy levels throughout the day. And there's pretty much two simple steps. So the first is to only eat clean. Only eat clean. And like a Mediterranean diet is the best. So it's like moderate protein, and then you want to have the bulk of it be plant-based. And like I said, that should ideally be single ingredient foods, and it shouldn't really include rice or pasta or bread or things like that for most people. Now, the second thing is to eat all your meals at a consistent time and stop eating at a consistent time. So if you go to sleep at 10 p.m., you need about 6 hours for your body to digest all that food before you can sleep. So if you were gonna go to sleep at 10 p.m., it would be better to stop eating at 4 p.m. I think it's super helpful to think of yourself as an athlete, okay? So let's take the example of Tiger Woods, right? When you thought of golfers, you would kind of think of like just these old dudes who didn't really care about like their health or anything like that. They were just, having fun, drinking, whatever, on the weekends. Tiger Woods came in and he thought of things in like a non-binary way, which means like he didn't think he's only an athlete or he's only a golfer. He thought, okay, I'm an athlete and I'm a golfer. And he came in and he crushed it. And it's the same thing in business. You want to think of yourself as an athlete. Another good way to think about it is like you're a Ferrari, right? But if you put McDonald's grease in the engine, you're not gonna go anywhere. No wonder you're crashing at 2 p.m. So here's an example meal structure, right? So in the morning you could have eggs, boiled broccoli, cauliflower, and you can make it taste good by putting toppings on it. Hemp seeds, that's healthy, apple cider vinegar, things like that, right? And then for a snack throughout the day, you could do almonds or banana. Then you could do chicken and sweet potato or chicken and chickpeas or something like that. All right, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace.